Hello, good evening, lovelies. Happy weekend. I hope we're doing fine. Um, if you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and if you are a returning viewer, welcome again, and thank you for always supporting. Today, I have topic that is very controversial, and at the same time, yeah, it's just controversial. And I'm doing this video with a very mixed feeling because one, I'm not in the good mood due to something that happened to someone that I feel like it's not like I'm doing a video based on that, but I just feel like a lot of people are in these same shoes and someone needs to talk some senses into you so that you can make the right decision. A lot of us have seen abroad as heaven, like if you're not there you can't make it any other place. Like you can't, don't even let me use the word any other place, like you can't make it in Africa or even Nigeria. So if you are in Nigeria, I'm trying to be careful with how I do this video because number one, I'm trying not to be direct so that someone does not think I'm doing content for them, and at the same time it's something I feel like people need to be aware of. So if you were in Nigeria and probably a prophecy came out that your miracle is in America, let me put it that way, that your success or your breakthrough or whatever it is you're looking for, maybe you are sick and they say your healing is in America, or you're struggling and they say your breakthrough is in America, or whatever it is you're going through, and that prophecy just comes out that what you're looking for is in America, I'm sure the person would sell everything they have, rob a bank if they are able to, get the money in any possible way to travel to America to get whatever the prophet says is hidden in America for them. But if the table turns, say for instance, you are in America, you are in UK, you're struggling, and they tell you go back home, your breakthrough is back home, or even you yourself know that you're better off back home, or probably you're sick and they say, oh, your sickness is not medical. This is not to say that I believe in juju or whatever. No, that's not the point. But the same God that can keep your healing in America can also keep it in Africa. So for the case of when you were in Nigeria, or maybe someone in Nigeria, you only need one prophet to tell you that your breakthrough, your deliverance, your whatever you're looking for is abroad, and you will act on it immediately. You start acting on it. But if the case is reversed, like you are abroad, people that are abroad, if the case was reversed and they tell you maybe you are abroad, even if they gather all the prophets in this world together to tell you that go back home, your breakthrough is home, your healing is home, the end to your struggles is back home, that thing that you're looking for is back home, and all you need to get home is only one flight ticket, no visa needed, no need to sell your properties, no need to, what I'm trying to say is going back home in this, for someone that has stayed abroad or whatever, everybody's situation is different. But I'm saying that apart from having to plan, for those people that have never ever thought about going home, investing back home, for those kind of people, going back home might be more expensive. But for people that already planned or already have things going on back home. Going back home is cheap. Just one flight ticket it's cheap compared to wanting to go abroad. So what I'm saying in essence is, a lot of people understand, they are aware that that thing they're looking for, that peace, that breakthrough, they know that they can do better. Whatever sickness they're going through, people have told them, go home, you'll find healing, do this, just go home. I don't know what your own situation is. You know that you need to go home, but you keep asking yourself, if I go home, what if I can't re-enter? How do I re-enter? And then, especially for things that have to do with life and death, I've heard a story of a guy in the UK that he finished school, everything was almost over for him, and he ignored the understanding that his UK certificate could actually fetch him a good job in Nigeria, especially with certificate and experience. But he chose to buy himself out of frustration in UK over going back to Nigeria to start over. And another story, someone chose to give up on life over going back home to keep their life. I mean, I now begin to wonder that what is really back home that is so terrible that you would rather die abroad than go back home? What is that thing that is worth dying for abroad? I began to wonder, and I thought to do this video because a lot of people are living in Nigeria and they are living fine, and a lot of people have Japada. It's just that Japada is not really spoken about. It's not really spoken about. You hear more of Japada, apart from people that have now turned Japada to content creation. Japada is less talked about. A lot of people have Japada and they are doing very well. Forget about the ones that come online and say Nigeria is bad, this is that. A lot of people have Japada. Most people have stopped watching my content because I've not come out to say Nigeria is bad. People just like negative news about Nigeria. That's okay. But what am I saying in essence is, what is that thing that is so terrible about Nigeria that you would rather choose to buy abroad than to go back to that terrible thing back home? I don't get it, and I'm still trying to get it. And truth is, Nigeria is one place that if you planned it well, you will be happier here than abroad. I'm telling you for a fact. I've tried both. I don't know, maybe because I'm back to a career that makes me happy. Because for real, I find joy in construction. I find joy when I'm on site. I just love it. Recently, I've been going to site with my younger sister. She actually came to Ibadan to help me because of my daughter's accident that I said she had. So at first she was bored and she was yelling that she was complaining that she wanted to go back to Lagos. So we went back to Lagos. I begged her. She went back to Ibadan with me. And that throughout last week and this week, she's been going to site with me and she loves it. So if somebody that doesn't understand construction can love it within 2 weeks of getting engaged, how much more me that I've done it almost all my life? I started going to sites in 2010. Yeah, 2010. That was when I did my IT, and I've loved it since then, and I've never stopped since then until when I went abroad. And even abroad, I still somehow found a way back to my passion, and I'm like, okay, this I gotta go. And I'm talking about myself now. I found my way back to my first love, let me put it that way. So For me, it's been an amazing experience. But let's talk about people that are not into construction, that are not into something that they can even say that this is their passion, they went for it. One thing that is common among people that Japada is that peace they say they have. I have people that I talk to from my from YouTube, my YouTube subscribers that I talk to offline that are already Japadad. One thing is common to all of us: that peace, that not having to check your emails for subscription. This bill is almost due, that bill is almost due, it's almost end of the month, they're already sending you reminder. Even till now I still get reminder from my apartment, and it's almost end of the month and you can use Flex to pay your rent instrumentally. I still get emails from my insurance, for my phone bill that I'm not even using. They're trying to remove money from my account. I don't use it and they're still trying to charge me. They charged me for August. So what I did was removed all the money from my account, and it's been bouncing back since September. Why would you be charging me for what I'm not using? A lot of bills like that. I tried to cut it off. The mistake I made was I didn't remember to cut it off before I left the US. I thought I would cut it off before I board the plane, but I was on the phone with my partner throughout till we flew, and I did not remember to cut that thing off. And I got to Nigeria, they're still charging me. So I tried to do it online. I could not do it online. I've been calling these people, they will not pick my call. So I'm like, okay, you think you're smart, I'll show you I'm smarter. I just stopped putting money in that account. So what am I saying in essence? This thing, there's a psychological effect to you having to remember all those dates for those bills. I can't deal. I can't. I've put money in my prepaid meter. How much? I did 5K, I did 10K. I'm like, instead of doing all this small, let me just do once. I did once. I can't. When it's time to renew it, the thing will make noise. I will know, okay, it has almost finished. Soft life. If I need health care, I will pay for it when I need it. Not the insurance that I will be paying that I might not even fall sick. Not the car insurance that I will be paying that I might not have an accident. If I have an accident and my car crashes, I will go and fix it in body shop by myself. It's not expensive. Okay, which day here? One bad road, remove my undercover. I went and fixed it, 2.5. The panel beater took 2.5. I was okay, I'm fine. I prefer that to having to pay for something I won't end up using. So the kind of peace, if you're comparing both worlds, you will just realize that I think I prefer here. You will just realize that you prefer here. So now let me go to people that really want here and they are not business oriented. They know that they cannot handle or manage business. I've talked about this before. I did a video of how you can make dollar while living in Nigeria. For real, I lived in Georgia and it's a lot of cheap houses in Macon, Georgia. Some cheap houses in College Park, some cheap houses in Forest Park. There are cheap houses even in Carrollton, Georgia, and these places, they are very good for rental. Buy them, fix them, or put them on rent. You get your monthly rent while you are in Nigeria. Set up a payment account where you don't have to speak to your tenant. Just set it up. The money enters your account every month. You are living fine in Nigeria. People will just be wondering, how is this auntie making money? How is this uncle making money? He doesn't even go out. She doesn't even go out. They don't know your secret. I'm not encouraging Japada. It is a phase in life. It is a phase you have to get to. There was a time in my life when I was saying, what are they doing in Nigeria? I can never go back. And a time came that I knew that I was feeling useless abroad. Let me put it that way. I had this feeling of what is more to this abroad, because I had opened business, I've bought a house, I've done this, done that, and I still didn't feel fulfilled. I was like, what else is there to do? And I felt like I was wasting away, and I decided to go back home and pursue my career. So Japada it's not for everybody, number one. Number two, some people that it is even meant for, they are not yet in that phase. So I'm not going to blame you. I'm talking about people that know that they need to go back home, but they are telling themselves, when I get home, how do I re-enter? And your matter is between the case of life and death, and you're choosing death over going back home with the mindset of how do I enter. Or people that know that they are not fulfilled. Deep down within you, you are depressed, you are just sad. There's nothing about that country that makes you happy anymore. You are at a stage where you are losing it, and you know it keeps coming to your mind that maybe I should try home, maybe I should, and you're just convincing yourself about good roads, lights, this, that. There's one thing you cannot buy in the market. Let me say two things you cannot buy, no matter how much dollar you make and you put in your bank account. You see, peace and sanity, you can't buy them. You cannot. And once those two things are missing in your life, forget it. I don't care how much you make. I was at that point. Nothing made sense to me anymore. Nothing made sense to me anymore. Nothing. Yeah, I had a downtime in 2022 after COVID, but then after 2023, I re-strategized my finances and everything went back up. But I saw the danger of losing an income in America, and it gave me the understanding that you're like it's a very thin line between losing it and getting it, and that was it for me. That was it for me. Like, that was just it for me. So, you know your situation. You know what is good for you. You know what is bad for you. I'm saying, don't choose what you think is good, leaving what is actually good for you. That's my message for you. And I'll see you on my next one. Bye.